argument say, or a member of parliament, into when Kweku the right to arrest him because he knows what is right. He makes laws. He is not a fool in the eyes of parliament. So deliberately doing this, let's say, on the Mumran and Webdum Brand, so I say, 38 years, plant a sin fear, you dum kanya, a power in fear, no, a bet to one more as in South in Getrude Movie Ntim Fordjour. Honest, yes, so a sofo. Akwa we no yejuma Goldfields takwa mebe chira on history. Mede the story bebremo. Mumusa nse die ne see wo Goldfields takwa ofori ho. He's just 38 years oya akwara. Me chane be 10 years. Afenyo Markin ka chene se jai jimi no na oya akwara. God being good, I'm not the president. Ka we nkama chena tum.
Abusuan, so over the week, Owura Reverend Ntim Fordjour 9 in a good abonti abusuan obia ekabi. Na ni nyina ne se Reverend Ntim Fordjour say nya enim no akoma misinformation eno na Kelvin Bedu Taylor ebusuan akoa ya bekasa abema more information abechirechire mu se Owura Reverend Ntim Fordjour no ebusuan ono de oye president anko bechire no wakasa bebre ama more evidence ebusuan yenti Kelvin enu masem na so kire wadwen afa video yi ehu
Ato for MP Ntim Fordjour honest yes so sofo akwa we no yejuma Goldfields takwa mebe kire on history mede the story bebremo mumusa nse die ne see wo Goldfields takwa ofri ho. Wait, he's just 38 years or yakwara. Me chane be 10 years. Ye jimintra. At a point, Afenyo Markin catch and say jai jimino na yakwara. He's a kid, and I expect Ghanaians to treat him as a kid. Now, the any allegations are what making yinano. Wasa Kweku Addo catcher say in the 8 years of Akufo Addo, no opposition MP was harassed by state security for demanding probity and accountability. Now the question is, this same MPP are letting you know, say, they have not left Akufo Addo. Sa mo Ghana majoriya mo say, these people are in government because they are in opposition because Omuni Akufo Addo atitim. No. At a point, they are even saying, say, Akufo Addo's legacy is what they are looking up to. Afenyo Markin just said, say, they are basically looking at Akufo Addo's legacy. And when omodi ya inspiration on person with power. So it should tell you, say, all that these people are doing, it is still the Akufo Addo Bawumia legacy. And that is the same legacy. Mamujina Aswa Etua Batian Kwasiafowe. Emma NDC 57%. He's a 38-year-old boy, youthful exuberance, foolishly excited about nothing, thinking that his party is a party of weak-minded, old, shrinking balls who don't know what they're doing, so he can step up and just malign the government. This is a kid. Now, for about 10 years, he's a child. So why should we, as a people, spend time on a child who is basically trying to impress people because they are tickling his balls, making him think he's old? He's a child. He's a kid. Under Akufo Addo, we saw military men, we saw thugs slap a member of parliament at Ayawaso. Your boss, Sam George Assume, and Akufo Addo. Because he said, under Akufo Addo, Nanka Bruce at the Jubilee House, when Akufo Addo took power, these thugs from the NPP attacked a whole police opinion and the Akufo Addo. This is the kind of person they want us to take inspiration from. And then another Danko Akufo Addo, and in Kofowe, a sitting judge was attacked, a pregnant judge was attacked by their thugs in a court that was sitting. This man, then this is where this boy is picking his inspiration from. Under Akufo Addo, not Omokase, under his leadership. Under Akufo Addo's leadership, Ghanaians were shot during elections. What are you people trying to say? This is what we remember. Nyoma we near Kai. This is what we remember about Akufo Addo and the NPP government. These are the things that we remember every day about Akufo Addo. So nobody should think, say, we have forgotten about the NPP. This is the same NPP. But what I want you to understand and say, under their regime, these things happen. These people.
It's so wrong. This is so wrong on every score. But no matter how long it takes, we will fight.
And then you hear someone like Bawumia telling John Mahama, state institutions must not be reduced to political tools used to harass opponents. Really? A member of parliament was slapped. Bawumia never spoke about it till date. This is the same group of pigs I'm talking about. And it's not like Obia Bo Ntim Fordjour said the Asumo. And that's Obia Hekono. Till date, Sir Ntim Diano, on to be an uncle says state agency security personnel be in Sakan More, Ebisine. Even when the NIB, the state agency, had all the authority to arrest this guy in his home, out of respect and decency, nobody touched this fool. Under John Mahama, the state agencies almost the right to go in Rambo style, but they didn't do that. Ever seen there? Maintains the NPP DBA say, Sir Ntim Jimmy 38-year-old boy no Obi Eden Sakan More. Nobody has raised a finger at anybody. But this is the same Bawumia and Akufo Addo under their regime. We saw this. We saw this. Today, Bawumia turns around and do what? Now, Matisa Kennedy so can be. Kennedy Agyapong says, "Aye, we cannot use state." NPP for Mabodamana. We sat in this country. Kennedy Agyapong tina TV so can say, John Mahama obin questioning kuno Kennedy Agyapong na bodu na ebuogumu or tina radio so TV so live. Ayedian on one TV so can say the former president who was contesting to be president again or can say conform question and attacking. Today these twerps, because almost the NPP for Jimmy, they are playing politics with them. They want to distract the system. They see us say Jimmy, that na Yankee Bindi, into Bawumia Kennedy to be sorry. Talking about using state institutions. 92 days at John Mahama be president. Obian to be an uncle John Mahama. State institution be attack Obi in Ghana. Nobody can say that. I am yet to hear one person make a complaint. Say the security agencies of Ghana, NIB, what? They came to my house, they heckled me, they tied me, they handcuffed me. Nobody. And you people are complaining? This is one of the best security agencies we've had in a long time. They were supposed to beat you people like dogs because of what you people did, your past, and what you actually put Ghana through. Now, say, and the security agents and but you know something? We cannot look at your foolishness and turn this country into a jungle. That is why I'm telling Ghana for say, Mahamadu Bawumia and Kennedy Agyapong NPP, they just want to distract you. They have nothing to offer. Now look at this. What are they doing? This is their director of communications. The director of communications now Okasama MPP no Richard Ahiagba. What has will be an anoka? Or see, it is an unfair question to ask whether Ntim Fordjour has evidence. Pizza to four, bravo muti asiye. Ye busa say Ntim Fordjour asabna wakano. Ninjina so or say unfortunate say ye busa say adentina only evidence. Asama a free party. This listen to this idiot. Listen to him.
Does Reverend Ntim Fordjour have evidence?
Sorry?
Does he have evidence?
How do you find out if he has evidence?
I'm asking you.
I'm coming. I will answer your question. How do you ask if he has evidence? To send 20 NIB gun-wielding people to go and ask him?
That's not what I'm asking.
I'm asking you, but that's what they have done.
I am asking you. Does he have evidence?
Let me tell you, you asked a question earlier to answer your question of evidence. Already I've told you that you are not expecting Ntim Fordjour to carry a handful of,
That's fine, but I'm asking
so what evidence are you asking for?
You, as the director of communications for the party, and someone who has been following this matter very closely, you were in his house yesterday.
Yeah.
Are you personally you know, do you have information whether he has the evidence?
So let me ask you that question.
You are not answering my question.
No, I'll answer your question. I think I've answered your question.
Does he have evidence?
I've answered your question, but if you're asking an unfair question, it should be turned to you so you can answer it. The question you are asking.
How does this question? Thank you to Sewa and GH1. How can you say this question is unfair? You see why I keep telling Ghana for say these are a group of distractors. The NPP as a political party, Omo Jimmy. This is Obi also Kasama NPP. Ebusa say, Sani Pana Mujina ho say mu defending no. Does he have evidence? Because what we are looking at a national security issue. Abaya ba. O say abayin ka planes biaba abefa cocaine in the name of the government. This is national security because we are looking at the credibility of this country, the presidency, the government. If you make such an allegation, you should be able to have evidence to back it. Because what they want to do, they want to destroy NDC Abano, Senebeya, NDC Abano Kwabontinia. They will give it a bad name. That is what they are doing. They know that 38-year-old fool has no evidence to what he's saying. Now you sit on national television. Ni Busa will say, Fordjour na mudinechi mo kontokwa. Mo say obi bebono no. Our evidence or say Fordjour cannot carry cocaine in his hand and come and show. Really? Because as somebody Kenya any die any sorry and Fordjour was a one Ntim Fordjour abeka say ne see et say Ntim Fordjour 38-year-old boy owura parliament. Now we owura parliament. Speaker Alban Bagbin already the head of parliament. Technically parliament kuru na dia. Now Fordjour owura security check metal detectors, the physical checks. Abetna parliament. Now obiaka say Ntim Fordjour or a drug peddler or tonton drugs for parliament or tonton red ma parliamentarians. Emma NPP for nom or tonton cocaine ma NPP for nom. Now obie ewo the other side because Ntim Fordjour or ton red or parliament or ton cocaine or parliament. Alban Bagbin or ye the head of parliament because no, this issue you are saying is a matter very important to say. Parliament, police, they need to basically look into it because you cannot sit on the other side and say Ntim Fordjour ton red or parliament ma NPP for nom and cocaine. So Alban Bagbin, who is the president of parliament, says then you, the person making the allegation, Etia Edi and Fordjour, collaborate or work with parliament security. Now, at the bottom of it, the first thing you people have to do, you have to help Edi security or more parliamentar. Offer security more right. So one, they would start to look at the cameras. Fordjour do gate offer me detector mu ye search no obedu physical search ye search no all ba cameras are picking it no kuta bibia che contraband ni nyina no some investigations needs to be done, but it needs to be done in collaboration with nipana or make allegation tia Fordjour no any parliament security. Now we are asking wuna wo allegation tia Fordjour so oton red oton bima Afenyo Markin and it original no jimi no ho oton bima NPP for. Now you, the person who made the allegation against Fordjour so oton drugs no, you are saying, say, it is unfair to ask you, say, a dinner ujina asoka say, Fordjour et on drugs or parliament. You are insane. So right now, from their point, the allegation is evidence. That is the understanding. MPP in Kwasiafu EPC AGD. Because when you listen to Omo communicators, any Omo this guy, he's trying to tell us, say, the allegations Fordjour made is the evidence. How can allegation be evidence? Now, when you listen to this, now does Reverend
Ntim Fordjour have evidence?
Sorry?
Does he have evidence?
How do you find out if he has evidence?
I'm asking you.
I'm coming. I will answer your question. How do you ask if he has evidence? To send 20 NIB gun-wielding people to go and ask him?
That's not what I'm asking.
I'm asking you, but that's what they have done.
I am asking you. Does he have evidence?
Let me tell you, you asked a question earlier to answer your question of evidence. Already I've told you that you are not expecting Ntim Fordjour to carry a handful of. Well, I'm getting.
That's fine, but I'm asking.
So what evidence are you asking for?
You, as the director of communications for the party, and someone who has been following this matter very closely, you were in his house yesterday.
Yeah.
Are you personally? Yeah. You know, do you have information whether he has the evidence?
So let me ask you that question.
You are not answering my question.
No, I'll answer your question.
I've
answered your question.
Does he have evidence?
I've answered your question, but if you're asking an unfair question, it should be turned to you so you can answer it. The question you are asking me is an unfair question. Are you expecting that Ntim Fordjour to fetch a sample of the cocaine and show anybody?
That's not what I'm asking.
The evidence he has is that.
Does he have evidence of the allegations that he's making?
You have agreed that he cannot bring sample of the cocaine or note from the plane, okay? So we agree that he cannot do that. Now, the evidence you are looking for is the inconsistency and the lack of purpose of that flight here in our country. Now, Kwaku Fosu said that the N8223 AM flight, which started the conversation here on the 20th or so of March, that flight was on its way somewhere. It was traveling, going someplace. Are you with me? The plane was not destined for Ghana. Its destination was not Ghana.
Okay.
The N823 AM flight. Felix Kwaku Fosu says that flight was not destined to come to Ghana. Its destination was not Ghana. It was going somewhere. And somehow it felt that it needed refueling, which is questionable to begin with. Because if you're an airplane taking off, you calculate the distance from where you are going and how much fuel you need. So where were they going? And they didn't know how much fuel they need.
But airlines stop for refueling.
But I'm saying that it's only emergency situations. But I'm just saying that wherever they were going, Felix says that they got up there and they were tired, okay? And they wanted to rest.
He didn't say
that's what they said. They said they landed here for crew rest.
He said when they landed.
No.
He didn't say when they were up there. They got tired.
How would they decide that they were tired?
Hold on. Crew rest happens in this country all the time.
But I'm saying that he's saying that that flight was not coming to Ghana. But somehow they were tired and they thought they needed refueling. Okay, and so they landed here. And upon landing, they burst a tire. And then also they realized that their landing gear was faulty. Okay,
Richard, you haven't answered my question.
I've answered your question, except you are looking to draw a bladder for stone. It's impossible.
But
I have asked you the question.
Let's not do a back and forth because of our audience, else they won't follow the conversation.
They are following the conversation. You are asking an unfair question. Which unfair question? I'll ask you. Do you expect Ntim Fordjour to bring a handful of cocaine as evidence?
That's not what I'm asking you.
So what are you expecting to be evidence?
That's what I'm asking you.
What are you expecting a reasonable evidence to be? What are you expecting evidence to be?
So please, if you will allow me, you as a member of the party, in very close relation with Reverend Ntim Fordjour, I'm asking you, does he have any information that we do not know as Ghanaians?
He has given you the information he has.
From all the information that he has, you believe that he has compellable evidence?
But you should determine unless you say otherwise.
All right.
But I'm telling you, no. You see,
quickly, I need to bring
you you can go. But the point is that an aircraft leaves its destination to come here. Okay?
So basically, what this fool is trying to tell you is say, the evidence is the allegations. What? These are just distractions. Nobody's supposed to pay attention to these fools again. Some catch them and say, when one way Jimmy. They have no message for Ghanaians. Their party has disintegrated. They don't have any message. They don't even have a leader. So that is why they are holding on to this. They know there's nothing there. You have gotten the best opportunity to prove to the world to say that fool or make allegation or evidence. Otchere say I think Ntim Fordjour answer cocaine nguni nsem. Ntim Fordjour because I said the near jina ho. Ninjina swane dieng. Whether the plane wasn't destined for Ghana, whether the plane was destined for Ghana, whether the crew were tired or not, whether a landing gear was changed, I don't care. What I care about is the statement you made. What was your basis? That's all. But when we allow such fools, near Jai Party Jimmy Fowe, now you Jai de here, I was say you're Ghana. We are not supposed to pay attention to these people. Oh my Jimmy. They are just distracting you. They are careless, filthy, stupid. They know, say, they cannot distract this government. They are Mahama NDC, you know. Omunim said, there is no way Ghanaians ever more opportunity to come back to power. Because at this point, Senka NPP were evidence and come the Abremo. They want to finish the NDC and Ameboa. They have nothing. A speculation. Because you see, look at this issue. Mr. P, Mr. S, which committee is this idiot on? Sir, Sir, Ntim Fordjour. Committee Ben or Tisono. Which committee is this guy on? On a normal day, if you're part of a committee in parliament, now you see, because they know that 38-year-old boy, Sir Ntim Fordjour, because they know he has been stupid and foolish, they want to now add him to the lot. Afenyo Markin himself, boy, has foolishly misbehaved and that he needs to be penalized. Now, you know what they are trying to do? They are trying to add him to the 87 pigs. Send ye beya. Sa boni na wedino yentumi jail no. In the South study conversation, their conversation is like he was part of us. He held a press conference in our name. They say he's part of the Defense and Interior Committee in Parliament. Now you are part of Defense and Interior Committee, right? Now Interior Committee now down, there's a chairman. There are ranking members. Where who be? Now what do you do as a member of a committee in Parliament? You call your chairman. You tell the chairman, Mr. Chairman, this is the evidence I have. This is what I have. I want this committee to look at this. Now when the chairman of the committee, Yankas or NDC, on person will look at it, then you move it further. You can go to the security agencies and say, I'm part of parliamentary committee. I'm doing my oversight duty. This is the evidence I have. I've told my chairman that we should open investigations into it. My chairman is ignoring me. Now, as a citizen of Ghana who wants to protect this country, I want to give the evidence to that security agency you trust to open investigations into this. Now, you come out and you can make vague statement. Whilst in Parliament, say the committee you belong to, there's a chairman that you can pass on this information to. But because this 38-year-old boy, Nafonashisha said Abudiabano, he thought to say the Ablakwa Mayebi, Ablakwa based every single thing he said in Ghana on facts. Sam George based everything he said in Ghana in opposition on fact. This 38-year-old boy thought to say, and I know he believes the NPP voted Jimmy. They don't think, they don't ask questions, they follow anything that they hear. Until he knew, say, as a ranking member of a committee, also on the right, he knows the party, they are foolish. So he's going to use the party to become relevant. Ntim Fordjour knows he has committed a crime. God being good, I'm not a president. Long time. God knows why I am not a president. Say he is a member of parliament. Now we are a member of parliament. We Jimia. You make laws, so you expect to be intelligent than Ghana Nino on Street. That alone, you being a member of parliament and taking this decision without having evidence, it gives the security agency and the president to give an order for you to be arrested because you don't have the intelligence to sit in parliament. Into the argument to say, or a member of parliament, into when Kweku had the right to arrest him because he knows what is right. He makes laws. He is not a fool in the eyes of parliament. So deliberately doing this, let's say, so I don't know why we are wasting time on these twerps because all that they are doing is taking your mind away from nyoma pa abai we ye edi aboa emebunu edi aboa ematan edi aboa school for edi bie eye enwumam. This thing they are doing, at the end of the day, there is no sense in it now. Here, watch this. Time amoko in fear hono. The 38-year-old boy Ntim Fordjour, he did something. Afenyo Markin say we Jimiana. So what in the constituency? Mete say asen kofo be the constituency on my press conference. Akwebi no so share say bosom ba. Wakoto apetishi galo mienu ama and watch 500 Ghana. Mo amote asen south. Oh endo omura de fie hono. Akwa we 38 years. 38 years. Goldfields, Muko Busani record ban the money free goldfields. 38 years plant a sini fia ye dum kania e power ni fie no e betu ma mo asin south nyina Getrude mumu bi mo agimi imebunu mo ho kan mo agimi nti mo be press conference e dey protect a 38-year-old boy tin kan di jantrafo baby amote wo asin south obedi mo so edwuma ba akompomu nya bi mo agimi omko ni fie on see.
We're engaging the over there. What has been the conversation? You are live on TV. You are live on TV. Nobody can cover anyone. Truth will stand. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you. We're engaging the over there. What has been the conversation? You are live on TV. You are live on TV. Nobody can cover anyone. Truth will stand. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you.
Afenyo Markins, what's wrong with you? Yeah, but Chiwatum, where the bonnet? Yeah, you buga the afem. He's just a kid. He's just 38 years. Oyakwara. Jimmy na shed mu until say tiano. Messi my lucky say enyame na me president. Wait, ko be hwani bini for 4 years and said we pia bontene. It's a kid. So corrupt. Also a reverend. Mumuza say akwara na ko we na wanji. Jimmy we nam Ghana. Or put the country in shame because of politics. Near Nyanko 40 TV so. And Joy News, they have started some nonsense. Ghana for pay attention to that foolish cocaine media. Now, what they're doing now is Asamoba, now my friend NPP ni during their evening news. I'm a friend NPP ni no my friend so-called analysts, security analysts, DND analysts, DND experts. And those people are all MPP people. Now they are joining MPP Nino. Yesterday they were doing the same thing. And my team, they drew my attention. So what Joy News does, and they say, "Kwasia we are some na abano." What they do, and they say, "I'm a friend MPP niya." No, my friend, somebody called a security analyst, a security expert. MPP ni kikan kwasia sama chantrovia na expert ne so aba na obefo the MPP ni kan so. Now that is how the Jandam they are doing it. There's a government machinery that speaks on these issues, but you could see that deliberately. Joy News will not do that too. They will never bring a government spokesperson or a ministry spokesperson. What they will do is say, "I'm for MPP ni, I'm not sure for MPP ni. No, the BBA transfer say your friend there, your friend security experts, a DND experts, a DND analyst. All those people, 99% of them are MPP for. So they come and the conversation is one way. The agenda is that Yengu NDC Fuenimase follow Joy News pa. That's what they are doing." And you see, Ghana for, let me tell you people something. Sa issue, ignore it. Let's not spend time on it. The agencies, security agencies, they should do their job. So we need to focus on what the government is doing for us. Afenyo Markin was telling the 38-year-old boy, "What are you doing? Yenim so di bone bugani edi fem but with Jimmy." And me say omomoka say this man is a member of parliament and he should know even better. He should know better. And so me, come here, president, I will issue a directive for him to be picked up. And my basis will be that he's a member of parliament who makes laws. He should know better than Kevin Taylor. It's way or a straight up jail bed. I will not even allow him to say we are writing to the speaker. This is a national security issue. And you are not supposed to go through any speaker of parliament. No. This is a national security issue. The president needs to give directive. This guy has to be picked up in his boxer shorts for him to give evidence to his statement. For a party senior communicator to come and sit there and say it is unfair to ask, say, "Akwane for evidence, Brano." Also, tell you so again. The nonsense they are doing is just to distract you. There's nothing. They have nothing.